Hello, it's another Sunday. Thank you for joining me. And if you are watching this from a recording, also thank you for watching. My name is Beatrice Yakubu. I'm the founder of Social Marketing Success. I help online business owners to sort of get seen online basically by the power of social media. I do also do financial education where I help families to be able teach them how to get rid of debt and how to become financially successful. But today's video, we are going to be talking about building an outstanding relationship. Every Sunday, I come your way with a series of things that I learned during church, where I listen to the sermon and I kind of paraphrase it in my own way for your understanding as a business owner and as somebody who is looking to be successful. Today's title was Building a Biblical Relationship. I would say building an outstanding relationship. How can you build an outstanding relationship? You know that relationship is crucial, right? If whatever it is that you're going to do in this world, having a relationship is at the beginning of everything. But how can we ensure that our relationship is outstanding? Who is even the relationship with in the first place? So let's get started with these four key areas that you can build an outstanding relationship with. He did talk about relationship, your priorities in terms of relationship, the patterns of relationship, the problems in relationship, and of course how to patch the relationship, i.e. how to solve your relationship problems. I will talk about priorities of relationship, which is one aspect of it, and under that is four things that I would dwell on. Priorities of relationship would include your relationship with your God or with yourself or with your whatever you want to relate or believe, whatever higher authority that you believe in. Your relationship with your family, which is a key thing in life. Your relationship with your church or your community, and your relationship with any other thing else. So number one is relationship with God. If you are a believer, relationship with God is key. Why? Because God gives us power to do whatever it is that we do. Your ability to have a good relationship with God, to know His word and where He wants you to be, what He wants you to do in life is important. But if you are not a believer, then of course your relationship with yourself is another key thing, because it is when you have a good relationship with yourself that you can have the confidence to be able to do other things in life that you are supposed to do with yourself. What does that mean? Relationship with yourself means that sitting down and having a reflection, thinking about your personal development, because that is so key into being able to come out of your comfort zone and do the things that you do as a person who is seeking success. In fact, I recently, when I sit with people, the question that I normally ask is, when you think about, what comes to your mind when you think about making extra money? Because if you are trying to get out of rid of debt and to be able to become financially successful, there are some key things that you need to think about. So, but for the nurses, for instance, my people, they will always say, do more shifts. Now, it is okay to do more shifts to get more money, but one, the tax man is happy when you do more shifts, because it doesn't matter how much, they're not looking at how much hours you actually work to be able to make the money. They are only looking at how much comes into your bank account. And even if you are not lucky, what do? At the end of the year, they will send you a bill that you underpaid tax. But the main thing that this does for your brain and your development is that you are so tired to the extent that you don't even have time to think. And it's only when you think about the book, Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, it is when you think that things will happen. Because without thinking, it is hard to be able to coordinate things. I also have this issue of in terms of thinking, that for most of us, the ability to listen to or audios, to videos that will promote you, that will get you to be thinking differently, is something that we need to inculcate into our habits, into our way of doing things if you want to progress. And especially if you're a business owner, you need to learn so many things, and the only way that you can do it is to actually sit and then learn. Number two is your relationship with your family. It is important and it's interesting that family often get put in the sideline, especially when you are hustling to be able to start a business or to get your business off the ground. And I feel that that is the reason why when you talk about goal setting, you are always encouraged to put your family goals like the 7 F's. So your family, your friends, your fitness, your fame, that is your business, your faith, that's your religion, the other two I can't remember. So those are the things that you think about in terms of ensuring that you don't neglect your family. There is this story that I heard about this young 5-year-old that went to school and was crying. And she was asked why, and she was missing her mom, obviously. Her mom had left her in London and traveled to the north of England to do a program called this program is called what live-in. So they go and live with the family or live with a sick person to look after them, obviously for money. But then you leave your child far away and you don't have time. You can't. The child hasn't seen you. The child is with a childminder. Surely there are jobs there wherever you are in your locality that you can do that doesn't have to compromise your family time and then especially um, just leaving your children by themselves. So that is a very key point that I feel that we should know about in terms of when you are looking for success. And if you're a business owner, also inculcating this thing of time to be with your family. Number three is time with your church. Time with your church is important because it is within the church communities that you build. You kind of your relationship with God. Sometimes would have a deeper meaning because when you can worship God, especially in this day and age, you can do your Facebook live and worship God because the church programs are online. But when you go to church, what that means is that you kind of see people, you talk to people, and all that because man is not about to not live in isolation according to the Bible. But the other thing about community or about church is also if you are somebody who doesn't go to church, your community is also another thing that you should be thinking about in building a relationship. Last but not the least is your relationship with other people, which that is the I think the key thing for me, especially if you are in business. It is often said that people you meet can have the power to bless you, but who are they watching you be? It is said by Patricia Washington, and I love that so much because anybody you meet has the potential to be somebody in your life. They can be your customer, they can be your business partner, and they can be your supplier. But your first relationship with them is very important. Your initial relationship with them and how you would. In fact, there's a story that Donia did mention about this lady who is in her network. That lady is so rich that if a contract is not up to 1 million contract, she's not interested. She's a quantity surveyor, but they met in an event that Donia offered her a seat, that she didn't know who she was, but she just offered her a seat and then started chatting with her. And then as it turned out, this lady is now one of Donia's network mothers, and who is very, very instrumental in ensuring that when we go to her house with the children, it is interesting because, you can literally live there. It's like a paradise. So, but that was just connecting with somebody in a good, if you see her, you will not know that she's a rich woman anyway. So your ability to connect with people, and I will recommend this book, How to Instantly Connect with People, and also How to Win Friends and Influence People, are the books that you want to read if you are interested in taking this far. Thank you for listening to me. If you have enjoyed this video, of course, give it a thumbs up, share it, and I will come your way shortly. Take care. Have a blessed day.